Okay, my friend, action, let's go.
Billy,
Huh?
what are you doing?
¿Qué pasó? I do stop motion.
Stop motion.
Sí, I take video and the figure move, pero I have problem, it don't wanna move. It stay still.
Do you even know what stop motion is?
Right,
The figure doesn't move by itself. Why do you have a green screen?
And that's how they do in the Avengers. I see behind the scene and they do green screen. Pero then I don't know what to do. Okay, take 2 pounds, cállate. Okay, go. Right, go. Okay.
How are you doing as I check our connection? A couple messages for the viewers, so pick a section, have a seat. Yeah, I know this is different, quit with the questions. Allow me a second, please, to make my first impression.
YouTube, what's happening? Welcome back to another Pounds 978 Customs video. And yes, we finally got Riot done. Everyone's been asking, you gonna make Riot? Are you gonna make Riot? And I'll be honest, I did not intend to make Riot. I only made it for you guys. Everyone's been asking, and I felt like it was only right. We made Venom last, month now? It's been almost a month. So it was only right to get Riot done. Same recipe as the last, few differences. Did include the axe hand, and I also included the spiked ball that he does in the movie. And after seeing the movie, I will say it was a really good movie. A lot of people are complaining kind of about it. Me, I went in there with no expectations and walked out pretty happy with the way it turned out. I like Riot. I actually like Riot more than I thought I would. His voice sounds more natural than Venom's voice did. My issue with Riot in the movie is there wasn't enough of him. There was a lot of Riz Ahmed, Carlton Drake, but not enough Riot. But when Riot did appear on screen in those 2 or 3 fights, it was really nice to see. I did make a comic version of Riot. If you want to see it, click this card here. Reason why I bring that up is because I said then that if Riot was to ever be a figure or even movie form, he needed to be bigger than Venom. In the comic, it looks like he's bigger than Venom, so it was only right to see him bigger than Venom in the movie, and that was awesome. Also, the red veins were added last minute just to kind of differentiate him from Venom, because them symbiotes fighting on screen in the dark was kind of hard to separate the 2 symbiotes, so they added red on Riot. I didn't want to overdo the red veins like I did with Venom's white veins. These are kind of in a different location. Similar, but again, just a little different. Venom has a lot more white veins on the chest and neck, where Riot doesn't. He only has a little bit on the pec area. Riot has red veins on the biceps, where Venom doesn't, and Venom has white veins on the wrists, where Riot doesn't. So I didn't want to overdo it. I felt like it just wasn't necessary. The red on him is pretty saturated enough. Not sure how visible it is with the lighting, but there is shading on the figure. It's started off being all black, and then I lightened it up with a shade of gray, and then I lightened it up again with another shade of a lighter gray. I ran out of white paint, and white is usually used with black to make gray, and so I couldn't really lighten up the tip of that axe like I wanted to. It is shaded slightly, but it isn't as shaded as the figure is. The spike ball has an equal amount of shading though. Have no worries if you think that tongue is ugly, because it's not glued in at all. It comes off. It just slips right in the gap of his teeth. I had extra sculpt lying around, so I figured why not. Hate to waste sculpt, but it does slide right in, and it sits right there at the tooth, so it won't fall off. And even if it does fall off, it won't break. I literally dropped it purposely about 10 times just to test out the quality of it, and it didn't break, so I think you'll be fine if you decide to use it. It is a little more glossed out than the rest of the figure is, just to kind of give it a wet look. You see I'm just putting it upside down, and whatever you want to do with it. It's not that serious. It is pretty cool though. Took this head from a Monster Venom head and modified it to make Riot. You guys saw in a previous video how to make a Riot head, so I'm not going to give you any work in progress pics if you saw that video. If you didn't, click this card right here. I need to show you everything that I did to make this head pretty much. And then I got this head here, which was a modification of the other head I sculpted for Venom, the main head for Venom. I had a couple casts of those, and I just re-sculpted on top of that. Looks really good as well. I don't know which one looks better. You guys are going to have to be the judge of that. On one of the videos, you guys wanted white teeth. Some of you wanted yellow teeth, so I left his teeth white while the other one was yellow. So pick your poison. It does look good, though. I think it looks a little bit like Riot. I don't want to say it looks exactly like Riot. It was hard to even make Riot. Riot's smile reminds me of Nicolas Cage in Face Off, Castor Troy. Stick around if you want to see some work in progress on this head. I'll show you guys in a little bit. But just like your average Marvel Legend, you should be able to articulate. Oh, yeah. Because it's a Build-A-Figure, that will happen. Your arm will pop off if you raise it too high. But you shouldn't be worried. You still can pose it around. I did sand under the arm, over the arm. Kick the leg up about that high. Both legs kick. You do get thigh cuts. Double jointed knees, of course. Strong double jointed knees. But they both are painted. A single jointed elbow. And then you get the bicep swivel, the wrist hinge, the wrist swivel. All that good stuff. It does function. So have no fear. Pounds 978 is here. One thing I regret is this back piece. I wanted to sculpt spikes on it, but then I had a brighter idea and thought maybe I should get another back piece and sculpt spikes on that one, so that way you can take them on and off whenever you like. And luckily for me, I just bumped into the entire Venom wave yesterday at Walmart, and I'm itching to take this back piece and add spikes to it. But if I do, then I won't have a Monster Venom for myself, because I don't have the Build-A-Figure for my collection anymore. I've used the two I had for these two figures now. And so I'm kind of like up in the air of whether I should use that for the spikes and just use it for the custom or keep it for myself. I'm feeling selfish. I want to keep one for myself. Really quick though, which head do you think looks best for Riot? Is it the one with the white teeth or is it the one with the yellow teeth? I don't know. I like them both. So I'd like to hear your opinions. Which would you prefer? And yes, guys, I did do the axe hand and the spike ball just because you guys wanted to see it. It's not the best, so hold on. The axe hand was a combination of the block that came with Sandman. I cut it off, just kept the hinge, the joint, and then I sculpted around it as much as I could. Took a lot of sculpt, honestly, and then try to combine the tendrils to the tendrils that were on the axe. This head you guys already know, and this head you guys already know. The spike ball is a Sandman spike ball. So both of those accessory hands come from Sandman. One is a spike, the other one is a cinder block. But I took that all off and just tried my best to do this. It looks like a little pigeon egg, honestly. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you much about this head. Alright, so I casted 10 heads from the Monster Venom, or the movie Venom that I made, because a lot of people were asking for them. These are the 2 I have left, so I got rid of 8. I only have 2. This one I'm keeping because it is slightly translucent, and I like the way that looks. So I'm not even going to paint it. I'm just going to keep it for myself, for my memorabilia of what I created. And this one is still a work in progress. Just painting it metallic purple to match the original Build-A-Figure color. But this was the original head that I had in order to make Riot. So it's almost like 2 heads in one. It's the same exact head. You can see the imprint on the bottom of the jaw, but the jaw is a lot longer than this Venom one. The teeth are the exact same thing. I didn't touch the teeth, but you see the chin is more extended on Riot. His eyes are slimmer, so I did add some sculpt in the eyes. Added sculpt also around the nose area. You can see Riot has more of a triangle flat shape, and then Venom is a little round. Then I had the cheekbones just to define his smile a little better, and added that little wrinkle on the top of his forehead, a little more wrinkles on the side. But I can show you some work in progress. I placed an order for 10 head cast from a friend of mine's. Then I took the head cast and I added sculpt around the eyes first and a little bit on the nose. And then once that dried, I painted it so you see his eyes are already closed. Then I added more sculpt on the cheekbones, the top of the head, the chin, and again on the nose, just to pop it out a little more. And even then, when this was done, I had to do it once again. I didn't have the last work in progress sculpt. This is now painted. So that's what it is pretty much. Same process as this head. So if you did see this in the last video, it's pretty much the same idea. You get to kind of change the expression any way you want. I worked around the teeth that I had sculpted already because I liked the way the teeth were designed. His smile is shorter than the Venom. I don't know if you can tell from this head because it's not painted all the way, but Venom's smile goes all the way up to the eye, and Riot's goes down a little less because it's covered by those cheekbones. And yes, the accessories do fit. I had to modify that peg joint. Sandman's are a little thicker than Monster Build-A-Figure Venom hands, so you have to sand around them a little bit just to make them fit, and sand the joint itself. So that's the best I could do. I mean, I take that back. That's the shortest cut I can take, because I'm sure if I really put some more effort into it, I could improve on that axe hand a little bit. I don't really like the way it looks. I think it's cool. I made it because you guys wanted to see it. I almost wanted to make 2 of them, but I didn't want to keep wasting Sandman block pieces. I think I should have maybe added a little sculpt over the ridges on the Sandman spike ball, because it still like almost appears as sand. You see like all the pebbles on it, but I don't think it's too noticeable. Maybe. Not a big deal because I got it to fit and it matches the paint, and that's cool. This axe hand, man, I don't know what to say about it. It does support its weight though. It's not too heavy, so you can get them in some positions.
Oh my God, that's a terrible pose, my friend.
Says the guy who thinks toys move by themselves.
What happened?
Nothing. Anyway, I know you guys probably want to see him compared to Venom. Problem, I don't have Venom anymore. I sold him. Solution, go check out Dog Reviews, because he got him now, and he did make a review video on him, so you can go check that out if you like. It's Dog Reviews. Guys, I appreciate the love. I didn't expect the movie Venom to get that many views. I really do appreciate it. You guys don't even understand. It's nice to see the channel finally starting to grow. I hope to inspire those who want to do the same thing, because if I can do it, you can do it. And a wise man once said, you don't got to be great to get started, but you got to get started to be great. Practice makes perfect. Persistence and consistency keeps you growing. So stay tuned if you want to see more stuff. Feel free to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you think of this riot, and give me your honest opinion. I don't care if you want to be mean. No, don't be mean, man. Come on. Come on, man. Why are you... Anyway, that's your choice. I appreciate the love anyway. You guys be careful. Have a good weekend. See you soon.
But if you choose to subscribe, you the man. Yes, you. Everyone below in the comments, yes, you too. Thank you very much for showing me love. Who knew? It's ironic how we think out the box for you too, right?
Sing, 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 sing. Everybody.